Prost, everyone! That is German for cheers, and you'll be hearing a whole lot of Prost this summer.
Oh my goodness, you will. This morning we have our friends. They go by those German guys.
Those German guys.
And they're on today to talk about some fun German events happening here in the tri-state. Good morning, you two. We've got Mike and Willie G.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So that's good morning, Cincinnati in German.
There we
Sehr
go.
gut, yeah.
Is there anything you guys won't have a party for at this point?
No.
I mean,
No.
seriously.
That's how we roll with you guys, man. We
no.
have a good time. Good
It's
times.
party, it's party.
Hey, it's life. You gotta share the good times and the Gemütlichkeit. And Gemütlichkeit is a
Gemütlichkeit,
great
good-
word.
like goodwill, right?
It is. It's fellowship, getting together, and just having fun. And life is about Gemütlichkeit.
I'm gonna tell you guys a little nugget. I started learning German at the beginning of the year.
Nice.
I'm doing like an online class thing. I'm really terrible so far.
Well, you know
but
what?
I'm working on
Wait
it.
till you go to Germany.
I'm working on it.
Well, one of the things I was going to say about the Gemütlichkeit and that I like about you guys is you kind of associate yourself with all the German clubs, because there are several German clubs around,
Sure.
right? Like, I mean,
correct.
you go to all the different
There's
festivals.
four major clubs here in Cincinnati, and plus Dayton. Right?
Yeah.
And there is one
Yeah.
up in Columbus. That's kind of a haul to go drinking at, but yeah.
But you're willing
You'll
to
twist
sacrifice.
your arm.
That's what we do. We
Yeah.
take one for the
God bless
team.
ya.
So tell us about what's coming up. What some of the things that you are going to be participating in?
Well, the first thing we have coming up is May 11th. We have Stark Beer Fest coming up.
Okay.
So Stark Beer Fest is the second largest festival in Munich, Germany, next to Oktoberfest. It started in 1751.
Okay.
The king of the Stark beers is the Paulaner beer here, right here, that you see on the table here.
Okay.
So Salvator is savior in German.
Okay.
And the Paulaner monks brewed the beer in 1651.
I
because
remember this story.
Yes, because they had the fast during Lent. So there's a 40-day fast, and they needed something to sustain themselves. So they brewed this high-octane beer at 7.4% alcohol. So they were having a good time with that.
Right? Those monks be crazy.
That's it. And then the monks, they have a conscience, So they thought, maybe this violates Catholic law. We shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So they sent a keg to the Pope. Well, it took a long time to get there. And by the time it got there, it had spoiled.
Oh no.
So the Pope took a drink of it and says, if you guys want to drink that, you're good. So that's the
So
party
you're
was
really
starting to
sacrificing.
decide.
You're
That's
really
right. Go
sacrificing
right ahead with
everything.
that.
So it started in Munich in 1751, and Stark beer is beer that has an alcohol content of 7% or above.
Okay, I was going to ask you what Stark Beer was, and where is that festival taking place?
Stark beer, just let me say that in English, is strong beer.
Strong Beer.
Okay.
So it's a strong beer festival.
Makes sense
But we
with the
have
alcohol
other beer
content.
besides that as well, because you
Okay.
don't want to be sitting there drinking about 10
Yeah.
of these guys.
You're-
So-
because you're done.
Yeah,
You're
right.
done.
So
Sure.
yeah. So that's what we have. So that is at Deutscher Hausverein Liberty Home. It's the oldest German club in the tri-state, or second oldest. I should take that back because the Bavarian Society is the
Liederkranz,
oldest.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. They're the old.
It's a Liberty Home.
That's a great setup they
It
got up
is.
on the hill up there.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful. The grounds are beautiful up
Yes,
there. With
yes.
The pavilion and the beer garden, and then the clubhouse. I mean, it's just.
What
it's
city
nice
would you
and
say
cozy.
that? Or what town is that in?
Technically Hamilton.
Hamilton,
It's
that's
like
what I was
right
gonna
on the
say, okay.
border.
Is it
Yeah.
right off 128 or
Yes.
pretty close to?
Yes, yes, I drove by the other day. That's right. Yeah, I didn't know
Gas
exactly
station,
where.
and then right,
And right up the
there.
hill.
There's a racetrack for those of you trivia people. Right across the street, maybe we'll have a trivia night out there.
There you go.
What's the name of the racetrack across the street?
Is that? It's not Edgewater, is it? Because Edgewater's the other way.
I can't. I think Edgewater's a little.
That's why it's going to be a
to
trivia question.
There you
because
go.
It's going to stump you.
But the amazing thing, I was up there once for an Oktoberfest or some other celebration, and a huge storm moved in.
Oh, yeah.
And I called Gummer on the phone. I'm like, hey man, do we need to be worried up here? About this storm? And the general consensus was, Germans made this place.
Right.
We're gonna be.
We're
fine.
gonna be
We're
okay.
gonna
It's gonna be safe.
Come what may, we're gonna party, and it's gonna be fine. What else you guys got going on this summer?
So go ahead with the beer gardens.
All right, so we have beer garden, but I did want to touch on Stark Beer Fest is like the grandfather to what we know here as Bachfest. Right?
Oh, okay.
Bachfest is the
Yes.
earlier version,
Okay.
right? And it is stronger beer, yes, granted, but this beer has been in the ground longer because they keep it underground, so it has a higher octane. So
Sure.
we drink Bach beer here, but if some friends of ours are in Germany right now, a liter of their beer over there is about all that'll do you.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so it is strong.
And
It is
it'll
strong.
knock
It
you
is
sideways a
strong.
little
Yes,
faster.
the Germans will laugh at you if you go over there for this event. So
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So we also have beer gardens going on in Deutsche Hausverein.
Okay.
And we have our first one that's going to come up is more of a rock night, right? So
Okay.
get the party started
Sure.
at the beginning of June, and then we move into more traditional German music, and we bounce around. We got a group from Indianapolis coming in,
Okay.
which is great. We heard them when we were up in Carmel for their Chris Kinnamart last year.
In Carmel, Indiana.
Yeah, they were performing
Sure,
up there,
yeah.
and we had a table, of course, right by the bandstand. And I started talking to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll go to Cincinnati." Right? So I was like, I don't know that they've ever played down
They
here.
haven't. They haven't.
So it'll be a
Something new for everybody.
Yeah,
right?
Jay Fox and the Jammin' Germans.
There you
So
go.
there
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh, I
Yes.
love it. See, and that's one of the fun things about if you follow those German guys. It's what you go by on social media. Is you're everywhere. I don't know how you have time to do it. I mean, like you said, you go to Indianapolis. You're at all the German events here in
Well,
Cincinnati.
clearly they're really sacrificing.
Right, I know.
And
For their
I
craft.
appreciate you're willing
For
to
their
do
It's a
that.
hard
craftsmen.
job that we don't get paid to do, right? But there's benefits, right? So the benefits outweigh the
We're
paycheck.
back to the Gemütlichkeit.
Oh, and we're seeing some photos from some of the. There's Janice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
That's my
yeah.
wife, Janice, and that's us when we were at Ondex in Germany.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
right. You
us in
guys went to
Germany as well.
Oktoberfest last year.
We did.
Oh
we
my
did.
gosh.
Yeah, we reported for you guys.
You did.
Yeah,
You
we
checked
did.
in with
We
us,
did. Yeah.
not live, but you sent some video back, which
Yeah, we
was
did.
super cool.
Yeah. That's all. That's a lot of it's Germany. That was Hamilton, actually.
Do you guys pick up any new tips when you're in Germany? Things you're like, we got to start doing
Yeah,
that
we
back
pass
home?
on stuff to the Germans. We help them out.
We show them how they should be doing
Yeah,
it.
sure.
So one of the things we
Sure.
are doing at our events, it's different. And I borrowed this from our friends down at Hollerbacks in Sanford, Florida.
Okay.
They do this thing. It's called Meat Bingo, right? So it's
Meat
just right.
bingo.
Meat Bingo.
This
right?
sounds like it's right up your alley.
M-E-A-T, right? You're in?
Yeah,
Right?
let's go. What do you got?
So they call it Meat Bingo, which is basically they just have different meats and they play bingo with it, right? So I've obviously upped the game, right?
Of course you do.
have to up the game, right? So we're gonna do the bingo game, right? But it's bratwurst bingo.
Okay.
Yes, and you know what? Not only did we come up with this game, but we suckered Wasslers into sponsoring us for the game, as we have Wasslers
Gotcha.
meats right
There they are right there.
They are
right there.
a fine purveyor of all German things. Yes,
And they do all
we-
the stuff at beer gardens
yeah.
for us.
They already
and
do they already do the
Oktoberfest.
meat at beer gardens, and they also do it at Oktoberfest.
Meat bingo.
It is, right? Meat bingo.
That sounds like something we'll have to play here.
You win dinner for
on
four,
Arc
you know,
Cincinnati.
brats,
Dinner for
nuts,
four.
sauerkraut, it's
Yeah.
great.
You guys ever seen a movie UHF with Weird Al? Wheel of Fish.
Yes,
it reminds me of that,
exactly.
but like with meat instead. So that's,
So,
that's
you know,
that's really good.
we thought that would be
German.
just something fun to do.
We gotta-
It's German. It's bratwurst.
Okay.
Of course it is. So we're doing that.
Yep.
And I got this little Plinko game, right? Of course, this has to be kid friendly too, in some
Right.
aspect, right? So Meat Bingo definitely, as they can play. But the Plinko game, we have the adult version and we have the children's version of that.
What's the
So if-
difference?
they don't get alcohol in the adults do. So they get to play the same game, but when it comes to winning the shot of something,
Sure.
well, they get a Coke.
There you go.
Or a brat or a dessert or something.
yeah.
It's good parenting right
Yeah,
there.
we try to help out.
Another great thing that I love about these organizations and at all the festivals is they're all family friendly.
Oh, yeah.
And you can bring your family and like there's stuff for kids, there's stuff for the adults, it's stuff for everybody. So.
Yeah.
Anything else big we need to mention before we go? 'Cause
We
gotta
do.
wrap things up. What do you got?
We have keg tappings are back with those
Okay.
German guys. So our good friend Peter Schuster owns Canteen Beer Garden,
Okay.
an eatery. It's in close to where Crosley Field used to be.
Oh.
He's from Germany. He's
Okay.
a chef, and he opened this new beer garden right down the road.
Okay.
And we're doing keg tappings there the third Thursday of every month. We have Schneiderweisse, which is actually the oldest wheat beer
Okay.
brewed in Munich, and we're going to kick things off with that. I know a lot of the clubs have tried to bring this in, haven't been successful, but we got it.
But
So
you
we
did
got
it. Look
Of
at you
course
guys.
we did.
Willie
German
G was
guys
on that.
like
I knew.
doing
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. So
And we
got
also
that
have
coming in.
Camba, which we are trying to get into the state of Ohio.
Okay.
And we were working on hoping to have this for Stark Beer Fair. We're going to give this to you. We have a can of each. They call it Shark Attack. It's a strong beer. So
So be careful.
This
Be
is
careful.
a
Okay.
German craft beer. So
Yeah.
we're bringing in German craft beer because I know everybody likes
Loves
craft
craft beer around here,
So
sure.
right now, this is a beer that's brewed in Bavaria, and it's a craft beer, and they have a whole line
Does that
of
say
Helles.
flavor of coffee chocolate?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that sounds delicious, but
Black
very
Shark.
dangerous. But very dangerous.
yeah, you
that's
guys
good.
will definitely enjoy that.
Get you sideways.
Yeah.
Best way to keep up with these guys got to be social media. Yeah.
I think so. Is that the
and
best?
our Facebook page.
Facebook
page
is all the things.
we have a
Facebook
website.
page, Those German
Oh,
Guys.
you do have a website,
We
too.
do. We also have a website, and it's thosegermanguys.com. So it's
Okay.
Those German Guys and thosegermanguys.com.
Perfect.
Keep up with the
I
party.
appreciate it, my
You're the
guys.
best.
I
The
appreciate
party
it.
that is
best.
those German guys
You're the best.
constantly.
All right.
Hey, let's do the tagline. Come to the
Oh, yeah.
beer.
Stay for the
Gemütlichkeit, and we will see you with those German guys. Pose!
You can always get local stories right here on YouTube, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get notifications to stay in the know.